Playing for pride and looking for a goal. Good evening, everyone. Live from Legion Stadium here in Wilmington, North Carolina. This is 2015 USL Soccer alongside Coach Chris Liebert. I'm Joe Katz, bringing you tonight's broadcast between Wilmington Hammerheads FC and Louisville City FC. Now, Coach Liebert, Wilmington on a bit of a slide, looking for a result here in their home turf for the first time all season. Also looking for a goal. It's been about a month now since they were able to find the back of the net. Why don't you dissect our local pro soccer club tonight and how they fare against a tough Louisville City side?
Well, it's certainly past halfway of the season. At some point, you would hope to kick in to, and mathematically, these Hammerheads are not out of finding that sixth spot in the division for playoffs. But time's a wasting, and certainly not picking up any kind of wins or points in the full capacity of 3 points at home at Legion Stadium is not like these Hammerheads. These fans are used to seeing wins at home, and in all fairness, the Hammerheads aren't what their record shows. I do believe that they've been unlucky in some situations, so it'll be a great game tonight. It's beautiful weather, and the crowd's supposed to be a big one, so it looks good for Wilmington.
Well, the task does not get much easier for this Wilmington side going up against the Louisville City FC squad, top third in the Eastern Conference, currently in third place on the table. So they're going to come in here looking for a result. Obviously, a lot of success this season. What's it going to take for Wilmington, defensively here to hold off a tough Louisville team? Well,
defensively, I feel that they've been pretty sound. It's the other end that they've had some problems, and when you give up 1-goal games or even 2-goal games, you would hope that at the other end on the offensive side that you could be in some more matches, and that's the way that it's been for these Hammerheads this year, certainly at home. So Louisville is on a win streak, and do believe they're looking for to take the top of the league, the table. The regular season championship is always a goal for these clubs. This is the first year that they've been in this full true division, and excuse me, that's live TV here, ladies and gentlemen. That's the field telling us that they're raring to go. Those are the Hammerheads ready to come out here this evening. But
well, with that said, the last result for Wilmington was north of the border against the Montreal squad, and going forward, talk a little bit about the confidence of this team. You know, each week you get a fresh week of training, but with that said, they know what their record is. They know where they sit in the table. They're playing for pride right now.
You know that the locker room still has energy, and Carson Porter has done a good job with these guys to keep them in tuned, and they love the game. Has it been the best of results for them this year? Absolutely not. But they're playing for themselves. They're playing for their positions. They're playing for their future and their careers. So they do give the energy and come out every night. So we'll see them coming out again this evening.
All phone calls on hold as we get ready for tonight's kickoff between your Wilmington Hammerheads and Louisville City FC. We'll take a quick break. We'll get to our national anthem. An opening kickoff here at Legion Stadium, Wilmington, North Carolina, 2015 USL Soccer. Coach Chris Liebert, Joe Katz on the call. We'll be right back. And we are back live here at Legion Stadium in beautiful Wilmington, North Carolina, gearing up for tonight's soccer match between your Wilmington Hammerheads and Louisville City FC. As we await the walkout from both sides at midfield, we'll get to our starting lineups. First for Louisville City FC, late arrivals to the pitch this evening. Still awaiting Coach James O'Connor and his starting 11, but we will get to their starters here right now. Their goalkeeper, number 1, Scott Goodwin, in their traditional 4-2-3-1 under Coach James O'Connor. Again, their goalkeeper tonight, number 1, Scott Goodwin. In the back line, number 2, Brian Burke, number 20, Enrique Montano, number 6, Tariq Morad, and number 5, Connor Shanowski. In the midfield tonight for Louisville City, number 94, Charlie Adams, number 7, Kareem Dakers, number 8, Juan Guzman, and number 10, Magnus Rasmussen, alongside number 4, Aiden Quinn. Their lone forward this evening, number 9, Matt Fondy. For the Wilmington Hammerheads, of course, their starting 11 under the direction of first-year head coach Carson Porter in a 4-4-2 this evening. Their goalkeeper, number 0, Andre Rawls. On the final third, number 2, Tom Parrott, number 5, Troy Cole, number 12, Andre Campbell, and number 24, the rookie defender from Spain, Fran Martinez. In the midfield tonight, number 7, Ross Tomaselli, number 8, Paul Nicholson, number 10, Justin Moose, number 19, Corbin Bone, and their two forwards this evening, number 6, Brian Ackley, and number 44, Cudis Law. We'll pause in just a moment for the playing of our national anthem. Again, you're watching exclusively Wilmington Hammerhead Soccer on YouTube. I'm Joe Katz alongside Chris Liebert. We'll pause momentarily in just a minute, Chris, for the national anthem. Of course, we caught it a little bit in the pregame. The Hammerheads, of course, struggling this season, looking to find the goal for the first time in a month. Conversely, Louisville City FC near the top of the Eastern Conference table, looking to steal one from the home side in Wilmington.
Yeah, certainly goals has been a problem in the last 4 games for these Hammerheads. So we'll talk a little bit as we break for this national anthem, Joan, and revisit that. But certainly getting on the board is most in the mind for these Hammerheads tonight, especially in front of this home crowd who hasn't seen a win at Legion Stadium this year.
And I'll tell you what, though, with that said, our home fans tonight, faithful out and about here. Still a lot of buzz for Wilmington Hammerhead Soccer in the Port City, and especially here in the stadium tonight. Another great crowd, perfect weather here in a late July evening in Wilmington, North Carolina. We'll pause here momentarily for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's rendition being played by the Hoggard High School Marching Band, or at least a portion of the Hoggard High School Marching Band, the 3 trumpeters, I guess, or the horns, and we'll get to go right now. And the trumpet section for the Hoggard High School Marching Band, a beautiful rendition of our nation's anthem as we gear up for kickoff here in Wilmington, North Carolina, tucked in the southeast corner of the Tar Heel State. You couldn't ask for better weather in a late July, I swear. Since the beginning of June, we've been dealing with triple-digit temperatures with that humidity. The heat index, especially on the pitch, rising up near 110 degrees. Tonight's game time temperature, 83 degrees, just about 60% humidity. You couldn't ask for better weather tonight to play soccer here in Wilmington.
No, there's certainly a prime condition for both of these teams. It is an artificial turf, so it is a little warmer than the outside temp, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. And these fans deserve a win here for these Hammerheads. I believe that the Hammerheads deserve a win. What a better team to have it against than Louisville, one of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference. And honestly, Joe, the hottest team in the USL. They've only lost 2 matches in their last 11 games.
So with that said, a tough task ahead for the Wilmington side. Looking over a month now without finding a goal, so the struggles continue for Wilmington. With that said, that probably goes into Coach Porter's alignment tonight with the 4-4-2, putting 2 forwards up front, trying to apply some pressure to this Louisville final third.
Well, Carson Porter has done a great job with keeping these guys focused and still being in matches. They've just been unlucky with the results. And you don't want to say, are they as bad as their record reflects? I don't think so. I think they've been in a lot of matches that just didn't go quite their way. I know one match they had an own goal late in the game, and they've tied against some of the better squads, Richmond included, but certainly not what Carson expected and wanted in his first year here, but mathematically they're not out to get one of those 6 positions for the playoffs. It's going to take a miracle. They've got 10 games left, but you went out, that's 30 points. That's a lot of points to put up on the board.
As the shadows start to cast here at Legion Stadium, you can see it on your monitor right now. Wilmington will be moving left to right in the first half in their white kits this evening. Louisville City will take possession first in purple, moving right to left here on your viewing screen. Waiting for the opening whistle tonight for a key match for the Wilmington Hammerheads, looking to get underway as we continue to just pause. The head referee, head official, checks his watch, and we are underway here at Legion Stadium, Wilmington, North Carolina, 2015 USL Soccer, exclusively on the Wilmington Hammerhead FC YouTube channel. Alongside Chris Liebert, I'm Joe Katz with tonight's call. Andre Campbell will have the early throw-in, and back to the young Spaniard, the left foot from Fran Martinez will go to the back third for Louisville as they look to regain their form. Enrique Moreno will put it in towards midfield off the head of Troy Cole as play continues. It's Cutest Law wearing number 44. Will touch it out to Andre Campbell. Tonight's officials: Russell Davis, Rick Rogers, Clive Edwards, and Caleb Robinson. As we head through the first stages of today's match for a Louisville side, obviously you kind of mentioned the turf. It'll take a few 5, 10, 15 minutes to kind of figure out the hops on this artificial surface here in Wilmington. But just another perfect night as Martinez clears out of the penalty area for the Hammerheads, regains control quickly. And that's a guy you want to keep an eye on this season, of course, and moving forward throughout the ranks of the USL. Fran Martinez came over from Spain, young left foot, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid, as Cutest Lal right in the middle of the field with some space, looking to the left side. Beautiful touch, just a little too far for number 10, Justin Moose. Moose had a golden opportunity there. You would have liked to think that he should have fired that shot off the initial pass from Lal.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Justin Moose there. What a great run, and shows signs that Hammerheads are going to be on attack this evening. But heavy, heavy, heavy first touch at that angle and that distance. You might want to see just a one-time shot or a first-timer and see what Scott Goodwin. But that's so quick coming at Goodwin. A one-time might have found the back of the net there. But unfortunate for Wilmington in the early waning moments here.
And it just seems like we're repeating ourselves over and over and over again. Cutest Law with a great touch, plenty of space there in the middle. Slid one right past the final defender, and Moose was there perfectly, just unable to connect. And we hope that we can mount some of these opportunities, but as the match carries on, you would think that Louisville City would gain some more momentum after, able to withhold that initial attempt by Wilmington. It's Fran Martinez, busy once again, a takedown inside the penalty area, and the head official, Russell Davis, will signal for the goal kick to the dismay of the Louisville City forward, number 9, Matt Fondy.
Yeah, it's certainly quite a distance there. I don't think that you're going to get a penalty there, but honestly, that's just the way that things have been going for these Wilmington Hammerheads there. You possibly see a big opportunity to be able to find 1-0 in the first 2 minutes of the game, and then coming right back, you're in trouble with I'm not saying it was a penalty, but certainly that's what's been going on bad luck-wise for the Hammers.
And a quick whistle here off the foul from Troy Cole. Came in a little aggressive. Excuse me, not Troy Cole. Ross Tomaselli, number 7, the Wake Forest graduate from just down the road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. About a 3.5, 4-hour drive in the car on I-40. Ross Tomaselli at Wake Forest starting tonight for the Wilmington Hammerheads.
Yeah, Tomaselli, one of the 2 local players on the Wilmington Hammerheads that played their high school ball right here in Wilmington, North Carolina, so certainly hometown favorites.
Things opening up now for Charlie Adams, number 94. A sweet touch to 94, and then the takedown, and this will be a penalty kick coming up for Louisville City. A quick combo pass between number 7, Kadeem Dakers, and number 94, Charlie Adams, and an easy takedown there. You saw the hand come out, the extension, and we will have an early penalty kick. It looks like it will go to Magnus Rasmussen. So Andre Rawls will be tested here in the opening minutes.
That's unfortunate. We just got done talking about it, and here we are in a situation and a nightmare. Hopefully Rawls can come up for Wilmington and preserve this, but didn't take too much longer after we thought a close one. But
approaching the 5th minute now, it'll be Rasmussen on the penalty with the left foot, and a save by Rawls. Just went right at him, and Rawls held steady there. Instead of guessing one way or the other, he just drilled it right into him.
Yeah, it was certainly, Joe, I played several years as a goalkeeper and played in this league for a few years. I would have loved to have been in that situation. It seemed every penalty kick that I faced, some guy just drills it upper 90 or in the side panel. I don't know your background of goalkeeping, but I think you could have made that save there, partner.
Brian Ackley will play to Paul Nicholson, switching sides of the pitch. Andre Campbell to number 10, Justin Moose. The Hammerheads beginning to feel a little possession here. A nice play there by Tom Parrott, very aggressive, as Rasmussen keeps possession to Charlie Adams and Enrique Montano. Rasmussen will play. Stolen away, Paul Nicholson in the midfield, Cutest Lall with the trip and the easy whistle and the foul called on Louisville City.
Well, certainly Wilmington dodging a bullet there. Hopefully that gives them the little momentum that they need to wake up a little bit and not find themselves in a 1-0 deficit off of that penalty kick, but certainly dodging a major bullet there in the 5th minute.
Parrott plays on the near side to Brian Ackley, able to win the corner kick for Wilmington. 0-0, 6.5 minutes gone by here in the opening half. Already a little drama thus far as Corbin Bone will take Justin Moose, or Corbin Bone will take the corner to the near post, wearing the captain's sleeve this evening. And it's taken away, cleared easily by Louisville City as Andre Campbell slides in and clears it away. The quick throw-in as Louisville City looks to keep pace the other way. A frantic pace thus far, back and forth. We'll see if they're able to keep up this tempo here. Thus far, the cross into the middle, nobody home for the purple side, Louisville City FC. As play has opened up here in the opening minutes at a frantic pace, and Wilmington looking to weather an early storm, of course, off the penalty kick. Taken down in the box. Magnus Rasmussen kind of topped it over and hit it right into the body of Andre Rawls. We've had a missed opportunity for Wilmington thus far. So it's been an exciting 7.5 minutes of soccer here at Legion Stadium.
Yeah, certainly a pacey game. We saw a big, strong tackle from Andre Campbell for the Wilmington Heroes. Campbell on the ball as many times you'll see him this season getting up from that left back position, but he put an absolute hammer of a tackle on Kadeem Dakers here on this near side. Dakers was down for a few minutes. Both squads, I don't know if noticing it, but did not put the ball out of play. But certainly a huge, heavy tackle, clean as can be by Campbell, but certainly matching the pace of this match thus far.
As Campbell looks to win the ball, he does, looking for a cross, a little aggressive there. Number 2, Brian Burke, and it will go out of play. A goal kick awarded to Louisville City FC. A late filing crowd here at Allegiant Stadium. Another packed house here in the Port City. Of course, on the viewing screen, you tend to see the opposite side of the field, the far side where the players' benches are. That's the extra portion of the stands here alongside the near side where the shadows are beginning to cast over. A great crowd and obviously a late summer night. Perfect night for soccer here in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah, this certainly is a gift weather-wise. I mean, it's usually humid, hazy, hot, and humid at this time, and chances of thunderstorms always, and heat index up near 100. But for this to be a day, this is a June day or even a late May, it's absolutely gorgeous. So gift for the fans here that are in attendance tonight at Legion.
Carolina blue skies here this evening as Andre Campbell looks to win that battle with Kadeem Dakers. Louisville City will keep possession with a throw-in on the far side.
Joe, you mentioned shadows. Any ball coming from this near stadium side, any kind of cross-in, certainly corner kicks or any throw-ins are going to cause problems vision-wise for not only defenders but both of these goalkeepers. And that's something to watch here in the next probably 15, 20 more minutes on the game clock for both of these goalkeepers and defenses to see looking directly into the sun.
Play now continues for Louisville City. Aiden Quinn loses possession. Quickly moving ahead is Justin Moose as Lowell goes down, and the foul called as Lowell grabs the left ankle. Quick to his feet, however. Completing his case to the head official, as it's been a little chippy here in the opening 10.
Yeah, and actually no foul called there, Joe, and just a throw in. I don't know if that looked a little bit worse than it was, as certainly many times that we go back to replays and see the embellishment from players in the game of football these days, but Hammerheads being awarded with a throw in there.
Wilmington has definitely been on the attack here, looking to just push forward here. As Goodwin kind of plays a little bit down towards the end line. Could be a scary moment. Paul Nicholson steps in for this attempt. Tomaselli back to Nicholson. It'll be Brian Ackley. Dangerous play there, but it continued. Nope, the whistle is called. The whistle.
You know, I don't know if I agree with that one there. Certainly the boot was up, but the defender seemed to duck down a little bit. I didn't think it was as high as it seemed. I think Ackley a little unfortunate there with that call.
As Tariq Morad plays back to the Louisville keeper, Scott Goodwin. Andre Campbell has been very active here in the opening stages of tonight's match. Leaves a nice ball for Curtis Law. Lots of speed from 44. He continues towards the left edge of the box, and the left-footed strike wide right. Good idea by number 44. Put it just wide. Tough angle there for the Curtis Wall. The semi-newcomer to the team, obviously late addition to the roster this year, as Lowell is down, but now we have a couple of It looks like it will be a corner kick now, Corbin Bone.
Yeah, that was a change, a late call there, and I didn't see a deflection there. I thought it was a shot that went across, but
Bone will go to the far side. Headed away for the moment. Nicholson with a low strike, deflected away. As you would like maybe Nicholson to be a little bit more patient there. Look for a better opportunity to fire a shot off. Oh, Wilmington will have the throw in here in the final third of Louisville City. And it'll be Justin Moose to Andre Campbell. The left-footed cross, well defended by number 6, Tariq Morad, will lead to another corner kick for the Wilmington Hammerheads. And it will once again be Corbin Bone wearing the captain's sleeve this evening with the corner kick attempt. So 3 corners here in the first 15 for Wilmington. As the crowd rises to their feet, and you can see Corbin shading his eyes right there, as you allotted to just before, Chris. The fact that the sun is right in their eyes at this point for the Wilmington, and the cross found the head of Brian Ackley, unable to get a good touch on it, however. And now it'll be Tomaselli with a shot right on net, and the save by Scott Goodwin. But the Hammerhead fans have to be pleased with what they've seen so far.
Well, certainly they've been down in this end, and it's a lot better than being pushed up in your own end, but you need to see some more opportunities for Wilmington, and here's another foul called in favor of Wilmington. But again, that sun's tough there. It's a narrow field. You almost want to see every ball whipped in with pace, and we saw a short corner there that didn't quite find the target for Wilmington, so these fans are drooling for a goal.
Enrique Moreno will play out off the kick from Rawls, and Ackley Parrott, a little miscommunication there. Possession will go to Louisville City. Number 6, Tariq Morad will play back to Scott Goodwin. We'll send it towards midfield for the 50-50 ball. Won by Troy Cole. And it's Tomaselli looking to pressure Enrique Moreno. Moreno will send the left foot. Cole there. Tom Parrott. Back and forth play continues to number 8, Juan Guzman. To the far side. And it's Louisville City with a few touches now deflected away by number 10, Justin Moose. And it'll be a Louisville City corner kick, their first of the night.
It was a great job there by Justin Moose to track back. It's a good give and go on that far side, and real easy for an outside mid to lose where his player is, and he was right spot on there and able to make a sliding tackle there and just give up a corner kick rather than the ball into the center there.
Enrique Montano with the corner kick, the left-footed boot to the near post, off the side of the net. Found the head of number 6, Tariq Morad, and put towards the side of the net. Andre Rawls was there, but again, a little sketchy there for the Wilmington side off that set piece.
Yeah, that's a free header, and certainly Morad would love to have that one back, and if you put that anywhere near inside the framework, that causes a lot of trouble, and certainly not a place where you want to give up a free header.
It'll be Fran Martinez backtracking to Andre Rawls. Doesn't get all of it. Ackley with a good positioning there, able to win the ball. Paul Nicholson now will touch back to Troy Cole. Cole to Martinez. Martinez to Campbell. Campbell, nice hesitation move there. A couple of dribbles, and we'll play back wisely to Fran Martinez, who sends it towards midfield. Off the head of number 10, Justin Moose. "17 minutes into tonight's match, 0-0 between the Wilmington Hammerheads, Louisville City FC, one of the hottest teams in the USL, currently in the 3rd spot in the Eastern Conference table. Of course, the newly realigned USL League this year, 12 teams in an Eastern-Western Conference style. The top 6 from each conference will be awarded a playoff spot later on this season. Still plenty of time this year for the Wilmington Hammerheads to mount a little confidence as Cutest Lowell dribbles a couple of defenders. He's got somebody on the far side. The flag will go up as Ackley was awaiting here at the top of the penalty area for Lowell, who literally dribbled through 3 Louisville City defenders. And it's going to be a great opportunity here on a set piece from just about 35 yards out. And a yellow card issued to number 20, Enrique Montano. So an early caution as Corbin Bone will take the free kick at a great angle here with this sun right in the eyes of keeper Scott Goodwin. And they will now move him back, as I mentioned, about 35 yards out. That's a great eye right there, Coach Liebert, from up here in the booth, about 35 yards out. I had it marked.
Well, it doesn't really have anything to do with the football lines, the American football lines.
No, I'm not looking at they're all died out. I know, because we're looking at, if we were American football, that would be the back of the end zone there.
There you go.
Corbin Bone sends a bender in with the right foot. Right on it is Montano, as Campbell, the lone defender back for Wilmington, will play right to the foot of Rasmussen. He will go with the left foot to Matt Fondy. It looks like Louisville City's counter has been decently strong here this evening. So Wilmington will have to watch for that as they continue to push forward and stay aggressive.
Yeah, Louisville certainly had numbers there to push forward in the counterattack, and they wasted a ball a little bit too strong out to the outside. So Wilmington certainly escaping another opportunity.
Beautiful ball there from Montano to Adams, and the cross to the middle gets the foot of Fondy, who kind of topped over the left foot. Martinez was there. Andre Rawls in good position for another save.
Yeah, a little discombobulation in the back by Wilmington. I think Parrott got caught up a little bit there and certainly found a through ball and a good service. Fondy not able to. I tell you, though, if Fondy gets a hold of that just a little bit more, that's trouble.
As Rawls will play ahead. Won by Tariq Morad. Paul Nicholson looking for one of his teammates. Instead, ball played down by Matt Fondy. Reverse side to number 7, Kadeem Dakers. Martinez will give some hustle here and will wisely allow it to go out of play. It will be a goal kick for the Wilmington Hammerheads. One thing's for sure, it's been an entertaining first 20 minutes of soccer here at Legion Stadium. A couple of chances for each side. Wilmington probably would like to think that they could be winning right now, but with that said, the penalty kick on the other side, topped over, just a pure mishit by Rasmussen there. He would like to have that back for sure.
Yeah, one of the biggest arguments of having artificial turf, it's tough to strike a ball from. Sometimes you can't get underneath it.
As it's once again Law looking for the handball. Instead, he stops play, and it'll be Louisville City able to win the ball for a moment. Justin Moose will step in front. Now it'll be Campbell with the throw-in. And he would like to see, of course, Cutest Law there looking for a handball inside the penalty area. Did not hear the whistle, however. Play until you hear the whistle.
Yeah, I don't know if Davis, he looked over several times at his assistant referee. I don't know if he was caught out of position a little bit or was certainly not a position that he needs help from his linesman in that case because it's all the way from across the field. But when you see that many players react that quickly, they might have a good case, at least enough to look at. A replay won't be as deep and focused to get in there, see it as you see on normal TV, but certainly a case when you see that many players react that quickly.
It's Rasmussen for Louisville City, playing back to Juan Guzman, looking ahead to Kadeem Dakers, harmlessly played ahead. And you may see towards the far side of the pitch, towards the Louisville side. One thing's for sure from this Wilmington Hammerheads organization over the last couple of seasons here under their new ownership, George Altiers, and new management as well, Jason Arnold. The fact that they have really embraced this community and have made Wilmington Hammerhead soccer a brand here in the Port City, taking over one of the youth soccer programs here, and it's something that in the years to come, we maybe hope to see another few homegrown players on the pitch for this side.
Well, certainly modeling clubs across the world, you want to see your youth system in the shadow of and amongst the ranks of the pro team or the senior team, and that's a huge feat for the Wilmington community and the youth. The old Cape Fear Soccer Association falling underneath the umbrella now of Wilmington Hammerhead FC Youth Soccer.
As Law gets taken down, and then now there is a penalty awarded to the Wilmington Hammerheads as Cutis Law goes down. As he was taken down, definitely a tackle that was a bit aggressive, as number 2, Brian Burke, pleads his case now. But the foul was called as we look ahead to the replay. Ackley to the left side. Law came in, and he just came in and took the feet right out from him, from underneath him. Maybe a little sell there job by Law, but for the most part, looked like a good whistle there.
Well, it certainly was enough, and you wonder if the play earlier when the handball in the same area, same situation, plays in the mind. I hate using the word make-up call, but certainly when anything's in doubt, and if 2 calls are in doubt, certainly the second one might be enforced a little bit more. So we'll see if Ackley can put his Hammerheads in a much-needed goal.
Couple of deep breaths by Ackley, the keeper Scott Goodwin. It'll be Ackley with the right foot into the back of the net, and the Hammerheads take a 1-0 lead on a penalty goal. Brian Ackley. It's been a month since the Wilmington Hammerheads have found the back of the net. It's a goal. 1-0, home side Wilmington over Louisville City.
Partner, you're certainly in the right spot to do that, and I'm sure that the players and the fans feel the same way. It's been over 380 minutes since there was a goal, so that's maybe the life that they need. They've got a lot of room to make up. They've got 10 games left. Let them get their 30 points, and that's certainly the start there. So great for the Wilmington Hammerhead fans to see a goal, and certainly after a full calendar month.
It was great to give that call, by the way, for the first time in over 300 minutes.
You look like you had a good time.
Andre Campbell now will play ahead as Wilmington reinvigorated here, looking for a shot by Tomaselli with the left foot from just outside the 18-yard line. Goodwin in good position there to make the save. But now it's Corbin Bode who plays up front. Taking down Tom Parrott this time to no avail, no call. It's cleared, but it will be another throw-in for Wilmington as the ball played in from the stands. Tomaselli a little unhappy with that, but a lot of juice flowing through this crowd right now following the goal. So we've had 2 penalty kicks. Ackley able to connect. Magnus Rasmussen came up empty. Hammerheads, this could be a 2-1 game right now. It was sitting here 26 minutes in. We had a great chance from Justin Moose earlier in the contest in the opening minutes. So it's been a back and forth, entertaining first half of the first half.
Well, I don't think that we're done either, Joe, on seeing goals tonight. Both of these sides have shown that they can get into a scoring situation, and I think, again, it's entertaining for these fans, and we're certainly not done with the score sheet this evening, but good for Wilmington right there. They've been ahead at home before, and a couple times they've given up some leads later in the game, and it's been unfortunate in some cases. The first home game here, they had a 2-goal advantage on the Richmond Kickers, one of the better teams at the top of the table, and certainly giving up an own goal late against, I do believe, against Charleston. But certainly good to be on top first rather than trying to pull back and get one.
Play continues now. It's Cutest Law with Ackley along the left side. Law through a couple of players and instead tries to take it himself there. You think if you leave it for Ackley, got a much better chance of finding another quality opportunity. Instead, Louisville City will look to counter.
Yeah, you would like to see Lawal get the ball up there to Ackley and perhaps try to get it back. Sometimes two's better than one in that situation, and Lawal can break off and perhaps get in another situation if Ackley can't get it done. But he can't fault a forward for trying to put his head down and grind away and get towards the goal.
And one thing's for sure, Lawal has definitely done a good job of that so far tonight.
Yeah, he's made a big difference, and I think it's what he was brought into. The trade with Seattle and getting him here, and certainly again trying to get more goals for Wilmington. That's looks to be a big tackle there on Ackley, but no foul called there. Getting the ball is Guzman.
And it's Lawal once again with some space. He will put the right-footed strike. Definitely caught a deflection, possibly. Nope, no deflection. It will be a goal kick for Scott Goodwin. But Lawal definitely brought in to run up the tally sheet. And while he has not yet done that tonight, he has definitely caused some havoc there in that final third for Louisville City.
Well, he's certainly been pacey enough, him and Ackley, and you wonder sometimes you make room for Sonny Jane to come in and Basagog and Anunga and some players to come in the waning moments when perhaps legs are tired. And sometimes you see players that are coming in off the bench create a better situation than if they start the full the full 90. Certainly Anunga and Basagog are in that case here for the Wilmington Hammerheads as reserves coming in this evening.
Louisville City looking to control some of the pace now. Gaining possession, Charlie Adams with the soft touch now to number 9. And a great save once again by Andre Rawls off the left-footed strike from Matt Fondy going upper 90. The right fist comes out from Andre Rawls for the deflection. And it will be a corner kick, Enrique Montano.
Yeah, that's a great shot there by Fondy and Rawls standing. Sometimes when a player is outside the framework, goalkeepers slide over a little bit and really did a good job of defending his near post and getting up pretty high. I think we have a foul here with some players grabbing each other, and I think we might have a re-kick if he stopped it in time.
And now the head official will quickly have a discussion with a pair of number 5s, Troy Cole and Connor Shanowski. Russell Davis will tell them to settle down just a bit as Montano will take the left-footed kick to the far post. Finds the head of Tom Parrott, the low strike, nobody there. Andre Campbell will clear for Wilmington in a well-defended play. As Lawal tries to get in the business there. Troy Cole a little unhappy with his approach on that ball. It'll lead to a throw-in here on the near side as Enrique Montano from San Jose State University sends in a low cross. Andre Campbell there as the easy foul called number 8, Juan Guzman, who basically just ran up on the back of Brian Ackley.
Those are difficult calls, Joe. I mean, it certainly was obvious on which direction that was going to go, but sometimes when referees see it as if a player goes straight up and a player doesn't move in a situation that sometimes it can come back and face you the opposite way. So good thing that Russell Davis has made the right call there in that situation. Otherwise, Wilmington's facing a very dangerous free kick right at the top of their box.
Andre Rawls with the free kick for Wilmington. 1-0, 32nd minute of action. A Brian Ackley goal off a penalty kick. The lone goal this evening, several big saves by Andre Rawls. As Tom Parrott will play here on the near side, send a low cross in the wall. Skies one from just inside the 18-yard marker. But another quality chance there. At least a good look from the wall. Sent that one screaming towards Carolina Beach Road.
Yeah, that's certainly, you can see the yellow posts on both ends of uprights for American football, and that was right dead center from probably about the same spot that an extra point would be taken. So an opportunity that the wall definitely has to have back again. You don't have to kill it in that situation. You just have to redirect it with pace and put it on frame, and it causes more trouble than putting it in the parking lot.
Parrott with the throw-in will be won by Louisville City. Paul Nicholson will step in front. Fran Martinez will play to the far side, reversing field to Andre Campbell. Justin Moose and Andre Campbell once again steps in. Possession awarded to Louisville. It'll be Aiden Quinn will play up. Troy Cole to Paul Nicholson. Wilmington looks to go on the attack. Curtis Lawal will continue to try to fight through a couple of defenders. It'll be Kadeem Dakers with space for Louisville City. He'll patiently play back to number 2, Brian Burke, as they set up a couple of combos to each other. Juan Guzman to the far side, to the near side. Enrique Montano. Montano to Guzman. On the run, Andre Campbell secures the ball for the moment. Rasmussen for FC Louisville City. A couple of bodies flying on the pitch. Now Louisville City looking to work their way upfield. Enrique Montano with the left foot. It's Matt Fondy brought down, no whistle. Even though Cole looked like he had a hand on the back of the kit. Play continues now to Justin Moose. Moose will play over to Tomaselli. Tomaselli with Ackley. Corbin Bone in the back. Bone, Tomaselli. To Ackley. Ackley brought down. Play continues. Rasmussen for Louisville. On the counter, Matt Fondy. Fondy will play to Brian Burke. Stepping in on the far side. Low cross, harmlessly turned away. Fran Martinez. Now it's Kadeem Dakers. Back to Burke. Louisville City controlling some of the tempo here over the last few minutes.
Yeah, Fondy back on that last play, Joe. He felt that he got fouled, but honestly, he was in. And if he takes another dribble, he's actually he's lone. There's no one else around him. And certainly being able to get a shot off himself in a closer situation is better than what he wanted to get for his team for a free kick, where the Wilmington Hammerheads have time to set up a wall, and it's at a farther distance. But I don't think he realized how alone he was in the box. And certainly if he watches this telecast back or anyone else taping the game from the Louisville City side, he'll see that he was in a scoring position, and he'll kick himself for going down a little bit easier than he probably would.
Ball played out at midfield. Wilmington Hammerheads with the throw-in. Corbin Bone will play back to Andre Campbell. Back to Bone across midfield. He will reverse to Fran Martinez. Campbell with the left foot. Right to Louisville City. It'll be Quinn taking over, looking for Fondy. Fondy settles and plays it back to Brian Burke. It's Fondy now. Here in the 37th minute, Fondy on the right edge. Nobody home as Tomaselli clears away. Looks like a little bit too much space there in that final third for Wilmington. As Louisville looking to find the equalizer here in the final stages of the first half. Enrique Montano for Louisville will take on Tomaselli for the Hammerhead side. It'll be Brian Burke. Burke will beat his defender, reverses pivots. Martinez will clear. Looked like a handball called on number 7, Kadeem Dakers for Louisville City.
The last two possessions for Louisville, Joe, has been really the most possession that we've seen from one side. It's been pretty pacey back and forth in the last two, but it's good patience shown by the defense of the Wilmington Hammerheads, knowing that they have a one-goal lead and really haven't found themselves in a situation of giving up any shots after two pretty lengthy possessions there. So good job on Louisville's side for holding on to the ball and possessing it. But an even better job for Wilmington's defense on not giving up any shots during that time span.
Rawls will send the goal kick. Tom Parrott looking for the wall. The wall will win possession. Wrestling with his defender. Taps it back to Parrott. As he reverses field, Martinez is going to step in. Nice first touch there by Martinez. Play continues. Good job there by number 10, Justin Moose, to continue play. Award of the foul, and Corbin Bone will now scan the field. We'll play back to Fran Martinez, who will send the left foot. Like Parrott and Martinez, a little miscommunication there. And now it'll be Adams looking for Fondy on the run. Off the chest, the first touch from Fondy, guarded by Troy Cole, veteran defender for the Wilmington side. Charlie Adams wearing number 94. We'll look for Brian Burke on the reverse side. Burke versus Campbell. Sends the left foot to Fondy, deflected away by Martinez. It'll be a deep throw-in for Louisville City.
Yeah, Matt Fondy's done a great job for Louisville. He's working hard. He's been in a couple times, and he's certainly grabbing his own hips there, and he's exhausted. He's working hard, and he's gotten a few shots off, and got to give it to the number 9 jersey for Louisville. He's doing a good job as the lone forward up there for his club.
Cole will patiently wait, or Parrott, excuse me, will await that ball, sends it towards the middle third of the field. Louisville City continues to control possession here in the final couple of minutes of this first half. 1-0 in favor of the Wilmington Hammerheads, thanks to a penalty kick from Brian Ackley. The lone goal tonight, the first goal for Wilmington in over 300 minutes. The cross from Burke finds Fondy. Whistled wide, and will be a Louisville City throw-in.
Yeah, and almost actually 700 minutes, Joe. I mean, it was in the 25th minute that we saw that, and 4 games at 90. I mean, it's almost, I mean, that's a big time span. So certainly, again, and the fans know that it's a start for this evening, and hopefully some more come. But really a relief to find the back of the net.
Martinez will play to Brian Ackley. Ackley looking for the wall on the run. Well defended by Tariq Mored. Enrique Montano will play back to Brian Burke. Burke has been very active from the back line, pushing forward for Louisville City. Montano, plenty of possession for the San Jose State University player, as he will take the throw-in, as we'll await the fourth official's word on possible extra time. Would not expect more than a minute or two here in this first half.
Yeah, no real stoppages except for, the goal and one yellow card caution. And certainly we'll probably see 1 or 2 minutes. You're right there, partner, on that. And, Wilmington is not quite packing it in here. They haven't changed their attack, but certainly allowing Louisville to play a little bit. They're keeping the ball in front of them. It's questionable about changing their game plan. You want to go at a team. You don't want to sit back and have them find seams. Yes, you have a 1-goal lead, but I'm not saying they're quite doing that yet, but they just need to watch what they're doing here to maybe put some more pressure and keep Louisville honest here on this offensive end.
Matt Fondy will take over and throw the ball over, looking for number 4 to no avail, as Aiden Quinn unable to come up with that pass from Fondy. Louisville City continues with possession now across midfield. Play continues. It's Juan Guzman. So number 7, Kadeem Dacres, the cross right there to Andre Rawls. Came just a few inches off of the end line there to secure that ball. Leaving no doubt here in the final couple of minutes of this first half as we look for Wilmington to take a 1-0 lead here into the break. And a quick foul, could be a dangerous play here, forthcoming for Wilmington, as number 5, Connor Shanowski, whistled for the infraction for Louisville City, setting up another good opportunity here in the final stages of this first half for the Wilmington Hammerheads.
Shanowski was saying that he was being grabbed first by Ackley, but certainly Shanowski having a good full fist of jersey there and sort of barked out at the referee to watch the first one, but Russell Davis not having that and telling him to be quiet.
Bowen will send the lone ball in low. He will now get it at his feet. Strong first touch there. Again, possibly an opportunity there where he may have one-timed that shot. And it's on the reverse. Here, Matt Fondy with some space. Paul Nicholson going to give chase, look to cut off the angle. It's Fondy. Martinez with a good job there to step in front, chip it away, as we will have a corner kick coming up for Louisville City. Enrique Montano will take the corner from the near side. Andre Rawls still dealing with some sun. The cross into the back of the net for Louisville City off the header. It looks to be number 8, Juan Guzman, and we are tied at 1. Beautiful ball sent in by Montano. Guzman on the far post, and you can see that last stretch of sunshine right towards the it was Fondy with the goal, excuse me. Looked like it was Guzman. Fondy will be accredited with the goal off the assist from Enrique Montano. And you could just see on that little left edge, Rawls was dealing with some sun there. You would have liked maybe for him to come out and punch that ball away from frame. Instead, we're leveled here at 1 as we head to the second half now, expecting the final whistle here for halftime.
Yeah, it's certainly unfortunate there for Wilmington, and there goes the whistle. So that literally was with seconds left that, Fondy's been working hard all half, and he got pay dirt in the first 45 there. And we'll put this one in the books and go back at it again at equal level.
So it'll be a fresh start heading into the final 45 minutes of regulation tonight here at Wilmington, North Carolina. We are at Legion Stadium right in the heart of the Port City. The Wilmington Hammerheads go up early off of a penalty kick from Brian Ackley. Louisville City able to find the equalizer, leveling the match in the final seconds of this first half. Matt Fondy rewarded with his hard work and a goal off the assist from Enrique Montano. And we are tied at 1 apiece. I'm Joe Katz alongside Chris Liebert. We'll take a quick break. We'll catch up with Mark Gottleman, our Wilmington Hammerhead player spotlight here at the half. We'll be back in moments to get you geared up for second half action. We are tied at 1 between Wilmington Hammerheads FC and Louisville City FC. We'll be right back. And we are at the half here at Legion Stadium. I'm Joe Katz. This is our Wilmington Hammerhead FC player spotlight. Joining us this evening, Mark Gottleman, not dressed tonight, but going forward here, hopefully on the pitch soon. Mark, obviously the struggles, we don't have to talk about too much or tell you too much about the struggles this season. Heading into training this week, how has the confidence been for the club knowing that they're going to go up against a tough Louisville City squad?
I think the confidence was good. I mean, Monday, Tuesday we came out hard. Training was good. Wednesday we had a break. But the players are confident because everyone knows the ability we have.
Now, well, you talk about that ability, and obviously I don't think the record or where you're at on the table, speaks to where the potential of this team. What's it going to take to hit that potential and exceed some of these expectations that you have towards the latter part of the season?
Just stick with it. I mean, we have, 10 games left. Just think positive and just keep working, and then we could finish off the season well if we just have a positive mindset, and things just have to click. I think just we didn't have a couple of breaks here and there, but if we get those,
one thing is for sure is that you've struggled to find the back of the net, and that's something you haven't done in about a month right now. So obviously spending a lot of time during training this week working on finishing plays. Maybe an early goal or something will maybe propel this team and get that confidence built to, able to put yourselves on your toes rather than, playing back on your heels.
Yeah, I think goals, that's the most important thing. And if we get goals, we win games. We did well defending goals, but we need to
Wilmington Hammerheads and Louisville City FC. I'm Joe Katz alongside Coach Chris Liebert here bringing you second half action at Legion Stadium. And Coach, tough luck for Wilmington there in the final seconds of the first half to allow the equalizer off a corner kick. Maybe some thoughts there on the first 45 minutes of action.
Well, certainly pacey the first probably 30 minutes of that half, and the Hammerheads getting a goal that they desperately needed. It had been 4 games and almost 700 minutes before that they had gotten a goal. And did they change their tactics a little bit and sit back? Yeah, they did a little bit enough. I thought they were doing okay, but certainly what Louisville needed to do was get on the board and bring this back to start. For the second half, or 0-0, I should say, or 1-1 being or a tie, but certainly not what the Wilmington Hammerheads needed going in. You can see the body language of Louisville pick up and drop a little bit from Wilmington, but it's been that way all season long for these Hammerheads.
Second half is underway here at Legion Stadium now as the sun sets, the lights begin to illuminate the pitch. Here in Wilmington, North Carolina, beautiful temperatures here for a late July contest between these two sides. Wilmington, of course, in search of a much-needed result. Louisville City, on the other hand, one of the hottest teams in the USL this season and over the last couple of weeks. It'll be Qudis Lawal with possession here for Wilmington in the opening minutes as Brian Ackley goes down. Speaking of Brian Ackley, we'll go back to that Louisville City goal there in the final seconds of the first half. Corner kick awarded to Louisville. Enrique Montano, we've called his name plenty, finds Matt Fondy, another guy that we've been calling his name a lot tonight as well.
Well, we had talked about a free header earlier in the game, Joe, and certainly enough after you watch the replay. And, Brian Ackley did a great job of putting the Hammerheads up on the board. And after that play, he certainly lost his mark in the box. And I'll revisit that thought there. I wanted to see if anything was happening with that play. But Ackley raises his hand and says, that's my fault, and certainly lost his mark coming there. But, you can't blame the guy. He had a great half. And honestly, being rewarded was Matt Fondy. I thought Fondy was high pressure and worked hard. He was a workhorse at that first half, and he found the back of the net and notched one on his stat sheet.
We do have one substitution for the Wilmington side here to begin this second half as Steven DeFrager enters in for the Hammerheads. Possession definitely in favor of Louisville City towards the final stages of that first half. Of course, the opening goal scored by Brian Ackley off the penalty kick. We've had 2 penalty kicks this evening, couple of good scoring chances for Wilmington, couple of good chances here for Louisville City. Evenly played match here through 47 minutes of action as the foul call towards midfield. Matt Fondy goes down. It'll be a free kick for the purple and white out of Louisville City.
Well, if any fans had come in late to the stadium tonight, Joe, they certainly saw an opportunity for Wilmington in the first 2 minutes, and Justin Moose took a heavy touch. Certainly a big opportunity as he was in on goal, and then 4 minutes later, in the 4th minute, 2 minutes later, is when the penalty kick for Louisville occurred, and the miss and the save there by Andre Rawls. So 2 great chances in the early minutes of this contest, and then it was back and forth for good 30. So certainly I think this second half will have a lot more of the same energy. As I said before, I don't think that we're done seeing goals. We'll see a few more this evening.
Great crowd here at Legion Stadium as the sun continues to set here in Wilmington, North Carolina, tucked in the southeast coast of the Tar Heel State. We've got one of our youth soccer baby fans here getting their dad popping us up towards the booth here, keeping us entwined in the action as Qudis Lawal takes over possession. Looks like he megs one defender with the right-footed strike, hits the crossbar, the upper crossbar off the deflection. Lawal really exciting here in one of his first home matches here in Wilmington.
Well, where I said that Fondy had worked hard for his Louisville side, I feel the exact same thing for Qudis Lawal. He really worked hard the first half. That's a great strike on goal there. It was deflected, hitting the crossbar and bouncing down, and certainly we're in the USL, don't have goal line technology. I don't feel that had crossed the plane, but two good forwards, one on Louisville side and certainly Lawal on the Hammerheads side. So it's good to see that young man having a big strike at goal.
Unbelievable blast there by Curtis Lawal, Louisville City. A little lucky there off the deflection, and then, of course, hits the bottom edge of the crossbar, goes straight down. Lawal is offside, and that will stop play here for the moment. Brian Ackley's goal, 25th minute, off a penalty kick, gave Wilmington a 1-0 advantage, only to be equalized as we take a look at the replay there from Lawal. Beautiful strike there from just inside the 18-yard box. A little unlucky there for the former Seattle Sounder. Andre Campbell wins the 50-50 ball to the Frager. Frager sends it into no man's land there, and it'll be taken over by Louisville City. Frager looking to find some legs there in the first couple of minutes of action for himself. Looks like he went on to replace...
It was Justin Moose that I think came off for Wilmington. We saw DeFrager earlier in the season getting some time and really haven't seen too much of him since the early games, and getting an opportunity to raise his side up here at home and get these fans their much needed win at home for the 2015 USL season.
So the beginning of the second half, starting a little bit just like the first half, with a great opportunity for Wilmington, unable to connect on the goal. We'll see how these next couple of minutes pan out for the home side. Now that the turf, we will no longer have to deal with any sun issues here as the lights begin to illuminate. In the back of the net is number 5, Connor Shanowski, off the free kick from, looked like it came from number 24, I want to say. Or it's probably Montano, since he's been taking most of those set pieces tonight. It's a 2-1 lead in favor of Louisville City FC. Unbelievable there, as the momentum has just totally shifted over to Louisville City. Quick strike attack there off the long set piece. Still looking for that assist, as Shanowski was in perfect position to put that ball away.
Couldn't quite see in the replay, Joe, on who actually had taken that free kick. I think it might have been Charlie Adams. Adams over there on that far side, and guys seem to be...
Just can't see the back of his jersey there.
Yeah, but that's Adams. I see he's got the
flip on the hair.
Yeah, and the boots there. So a great ball there. Again, some mismarking in the back for the Wilmington Hammerheads, and just a dagger. You know, not a great start, and it's exactly almost identical to the first half where they had an opportunity and should have scored. It's a crazy game, Joe. You know, you get yourself in a situation, and next thing you know, you're giving up a goal.
So unlike the first half where Wilmington had the first opportunity, it was saved. Louisville City came back with a penalty kick that Wilmington was able to stop, but this time instead Louisville able to find the back of the net off the set piece and a 2-1 advantage here. Still plenty of time to go, but you got to think that Wilmington just kind of shrugging their shoulders, saying, here we go again.
Well, you're at home. You know that you're fighting for your job, your career, to keep going and playing, and you don't want body language to drain from you. So you got to keep working hard. You're right. There's plenty of time left in this match.
And here is Charlie Adams.
Campbell's down in the box here, so we'll see if they play it out or just get a quick whistle.
And now Louisville City looks as if they will tap it out to see the status of Andre Campbell. Early stages, kind of a shock factor after Curtis Lawal hits the crossbar for Wilmington. Louisville City comes right back, and it was kind of just a harmless foul there. Everyone was kind of little, I guess the defense of Wilmington, sort of like us here, just a little hunky-dory, thought, all right, we'll defend this little set piece and we'll be well underway. Instead, able to find the back of the net as Campbell continues to we lay there down, now being attended to by some of the training staff.
Yeah, he hasn't moved that right leg, Joe, since and hitting the ground like that. Again, I can't call from being at this distance, but when you don't move at all, something is not quite right with that right leg. And if we
did get a substitution following the Louisville City goal as we look back to see if we can catch Campbell going down. It looked like he just may have
stepped on or rolled an ankle a little bit.
He's going to be assisted off. As it looks like Sonny Jane may be going to get loose here on the side. We've also got another. Looks like Sonny Jane as well as Will Heaney looks to be warming up here on the sideline.
Yeah, really, DeFrager is listed as the only defender on the Hammerheads on the rosters for him, and he's already on the pitch, so we possibly might see him move back if this is true to what positions have been assigned on the substitute in the official game form.
The substitution for Louisville City following their goal by Connor Shanowski, Niall McCabe has replaced number 7, Kadeem Dakers. So that is the substitution for Louisville City, as looks like Wilmington still on with 10 here. The play up to Fondy. Fondy stops, pivots, leaves for number 11, Niall McCabe. Now it's Charlie Adams with the left-footed strike in the top left corner for Louisville City. Onside, and it will be a goal for Charlie Adams. A monster blast. And Louisville City has dominated this second half here in the first couple of minutes. Have stretched their lead, taking advantage of the one-man advantage with Andre Campbell out. So Wilmington was hoping to win possession so they can get that sub back in. Louisville takes advantage of the extra man on the field, as now Brian Anunga comes on for the injured Campbell. So well played there for Louisville. Tough luck once again for Wilmington with Andre Campbell going down. And the score all of a sudden is 3-1. The deficit climbs for the home side.
Wilmington's going to go to 3 in the back because Campbell coming out, and they've got to push forward. Nothing at this point is going to help them defensively. They've got to be able to get one back one at a time, but they are pushing with 3 backs here, and it's unfortunate. We hope that Andre Campbell, that's a big part of the defense for Wilmington, that young man is okay. But Anunga will come on and hopefully add a spark. And 2 goals is not the biggest deficit. It's definitely not what you want, but it certainly can be overcome.
Seems like Wilmington a little out of sorts right now, of course, with the new sub. Stefan DeFrager coming on for it seems like the life has been taken out of these sails for Wilmington. The crowd here at Legion, another packed house here on the near side, a couple of thousand fans. And Lawal will have a chance here with the left foot, goes down, no call. And it will be a corner kick, looks like, will be awarded to Wilmington. So Lawal was looking to cut the deficit in half. 3-1 now in favor of Louisville City. It'll be Corbin Bone on the corner kick as the wall starts to get stretched out a little bit. Some cramping taking place as he's been very active in the front for the Hammerheads tonight. Back to his feet.
You're going to see another substitution for Wilmington waiting over there. We'll see who's coming off, but I do believe that Basagog's going to be coming on for for Wilmington.
Yep, the wall continues to try to work out some of those cramps as we await the substitution here for Wilmington. As the Hammerheads just look a little bit out of sorts right now, trailing 3-1. Tomaselli will come off for Wilmington. So Tomaselli's night is complete as we approach the 60th minute. Hammerheads trail 3-1 thanks to a pair of quick goals. And the corner goes to the far post, the wall, off the head of a Louisville City defender. So we'll do the corner kick over again. So Tomaselli is off. And we will do another corner kick for Corbin Bone. Bone will go to the far post looking for the wall again. Well defended as Sonny Jane replaces Ross Tomaselli. So all of the Wilmington attackers on the pitch right now for the Hammerheads. Coach Porter in need of some offense here. As the ball is played forward by Louisville City now with a comfortable 3-1 lead.
Yeah, that was my mistake, Joe, and Bassagog not being called on yet. That is Sonny Jane and playing at a right mid position. We're used to seeing him up in the front slot there, and you'll see some overlapping runs certainly, but I would imagine we'll be seeing Bassagog as well.
Matt Fondy, offside flag up, and will be called. And there's Brian Anunga with his first touch of the evening. And Rawls will send it screaming towards the final third of the Louisville City side. Leads to Sonny Jane. And now it's Brian Anunga. Anunga to Fran Martinez. The Frager steps in for the moment. Able to win that ball. We'll see how it plays. Looking for Lawal. Lawal gaining position there. Brought down. And a great chance here for Wilmington just outside the 18-yard line with a free kick. So this game is definitely opened up, closed up. The Hammerheads let up 2 goals that we can say, maybe a little bit, I don't want to say easy goals, but goals that definitely could have been prevented. And now here a great chance for Wilmington to get back in this contest.
Yeah, they need to get one back here. Again, there is time left, but the quicker you can get one, it makes it more interesting for the rest of the match. But this is a situation that you have to at least put this on frame and not waste it.
And it's amazing how the momentum of this match has just swung from the 40th minute or so. It looked like to be all Hammerheads, and Louisville City with 3 quick goals has changed everything as Kudus Lawal sets to take the free kick. And the kick is on frame. Goodwin is there and will be called no goal, a save from Goodwin. He lost control for just a second, did not allow a rebound attempt, but a great shot there by Kudus Lawal. Goodwin was just in position there to make the save. As we take a look at the replay, ball put perfectly in on frame, and Goodwin was able to jump on top as he nearly let that ball sneak through.
Yeah, unless you have a goal line camera, I think Goodwin was either on the line or just above it, and that ball was equal with him. So, in soccer, the whole ball has to break the plane, and even though the Wilmington Hammerheads were screaming for the ball being over the line, I think that Goodwin was certainly sound enough in covering his own rebound and not giving up a goal there.
Anunga and Sonny James crisscross. Brian Ackley now across midfield. Back to Anunga. Lawal will be called for the offside. Possession will go back to Louisville City. '64th minute of action. Louisville City with a 3-1 lead over the Wilmington Hammerheads, thanks to a couple of second half goals by Connor Shanowski. Matt Fondy has been in the action all evening. Just the momentum, amazing how the momentum has swung here over the last 20 minutes. And Louisville City very happy with just killing clock right now, playing safe, packing it in.
Yeah, they're certainly in the driver's seat. They've done what they've needed to do to equalize just before half, come out, start as if it was the start of the game, and really put on the pressure. And they're in the driver's seat and really reflective of why they are honestly one of the top teams in the league as far as standings are concerned, and have only lost 2 games in the last 11, and this being possibly on their way to winning their 5th straight.
So with 4 consecutive results for Louisville City, and just a little tough luck for Wilmington. I mean, match squared at 1. Kudis Lawals fires one off the crossbar, inches one way or the other, and they could have the 2-1 lead right now. Mark their man during some set pieces, as DeFrager takes in just outside the penalty area. Another tough ball sent right back to Magnus Rasmussen for Louisville City. Seeing a couple of touches there from DeFrager that have just gone errant right back to the opposing side.
Well, you got to put 90 minutes together, and we've seen this all year long. They've looked good at times, these Hammerheads, and just didn't capitalize on their opportunities and have given up some goals that put games in trouble for them or out of reach, and we're in the same boat again here tonight, unfortunately.
The ball sent in, Fondy Nicholson, the last person, but it's Fondy inside the penalty area. Possession continues. Rasmussen now sends one just high over the crossbar. Just too much space there for Louisville City. Another great opportunity. You got to think Wilmington wants to push forward and be aggressive, but sloppy in the final third would make this match all but over. But one thing's for sure, the support has been here for Wilmington. Another capacity crowd here for the most part. And on a sunny, beautiful Saturday night, lots to do here in the Port City. It's great to see that soccer and the Wilmington Hammerheads continue to pull in a great crowd, an exciting crowd. Been in the match throughout its entirety. A little tough right now with a 3-1 deficit to keep the focus. And, of course, you want to see this Wilmington team, as we kind of alluded to during the pregame, playing for pride right now.
Well, it's good. Everyone wants to see wins, but it's good that these fans have still shown up to come out. It's a great thing to do. The game of football is soccer, as you want to say, has been great in the United States. It's been growing in this town. It's been around. We're coming up on 20 years that it's been in Wilmington, and you do hate to see fans, fair weather fans, you call them, and it's good to see that they keep coming out because the action is enjoyable to watch. So applauding the Wilmington people, and certainly if you're listening for fans of any other team, don't base things on just wins and losses. And if you have a good time, you enjoy the game, come out and watch it. And certainly the game itself and the organizations need you to do that.
This looks like it is the wall down again as he continues to deal. And you know what? Not a very humid day here in Wilmington. 83 degrees, but coming out of the Pacific Northwest, a totally different climate, I guess you could say. So wearing and tearing on his body, especially the amount of energy he's put in through the first 70 minutes tonight, as he is going to be helped off the field now as well, as both teams look to receive some hydration here during this quick stoppage. And it looks like we may have the final sub come in. We'll see if the wall is able to get off. Tough luck here for Wilmington. The wall has definitely been their best forward so far and has provided the toughest, the biggest ability to score. Has shown the best ability to score so far.
Well, it is I don't want to say a cool night, but it does come in days of preparation with your body as far as hydration, and who knows, again, it was warm earlier in the week, and days upon days ahead of a contest, you got to keep up with your hydration because it can take a toll on your body. It's been a long summer for a lot of these players in this league. It's been a hot summer, and even though it's cool tonight, Joe, it's certainly evident that preparation for your body and hydration is key, and who knows what happened a couple days prior.
Christian Bassagog will replace Curtis Lawal. And now it's Bassagog with the early touch to Brian Anunga. Anunga will stop, scan the field, find Brian Ackley. Ackley to Sonny Jane. Over to number 19, Corbin Bone. Brian Anunga. Anunga tries to slide one in. Looking for Sonny Jane and Bassagog. Anunga will top one over. Unable to get the best foot on that ball. And will send one to the left side of the frame. 3-1 in favor of Louisville City. 71st minute approaching here at Legion Stadium, Wilmington, North Carolina, where Louisville City looks to make it 5 straight results. Hammerheads able to find the back of the net tonight for the first time in some time. But with that said, they do trail by 2.
We're going to see a substitution here by Louisville, and Charlie Adams will take a seat, and he's had a great night with a goal himself and the assist on the that might pan out to be the game winner, the second goal scored by Louisville.
Following tonight's match, the Wilmington Hammerheads will hit the road on Saturday, August 1st. They will travel to Pittsburgh to face the Riverhounds. They'll be back here in Wilmington the following week. I believe it's the 8th as they take on New York Red Bull 2. The second match between, or it'll be a third contest between those two sides. Second one here at Legion Stadium. New York able to come away with the result here in the Port City about a month or so ago. As Sonny Jane looks to fight, battle with Magnus Rasmussen. Enrique Montano with an assist tonight. And it'll be Connor Shanowski, another one of the goal scorers tonight for Louisville City. Troy Cole will step in front. Back to Rasmussen. Play continues in the favor of Louisville City. Now it's Fran Martinez. Ackley wrestling and battling with number 5, Connor Shanowski. And it's Bassagog unable to come up with the ball on the run. Juan Guzman will play to Matt Fondy, one of the goal scorers this evening. As Rawls scoops it up for Wilmington. As it looked like that first half, Russell Davis, the head official, main referee, was a little quick to the whistle. Looks like he kind of swallowed that whistle here in the second half. Troy Cole back to Andre Rawls. Anunga and Martinez, not very good spacing right there. And now it's Anunga. To Frager. A little too hard on that first touch. Sonny Jane will play out to the Frager. Hammerheads looking to get organized here. And they will push forward now. It's Sonny Jane on the far side of the pitch. Well defended by 2 Louisville City defenders, as they're just wanting to pinch their final third there. And they don't want to allow any easy goals here with a 3-1 advantage.
No, it certainly puts a little spark into Wilmington if they pull one back here. So certainly not on their agenda to give up a goal. And we see Will Heaney coming in for Wilmington. And Corbin Bone will
step off as Heaney looks to get right in the action. Fran Martinez, Brian Anunga. And now it's Christian Basagog. Well defended by Louisville again. It'll be a deep throw-in. Basagog, Fran Martinez will take the throw-in for the Hammerheads. And it'll go right back to a deep throw-in. As now you have to think a lot of different pieces out there on the pitch for Wilmington. Going to be a little tough with the communication to be organized. Their best scoring threat has gone off. Brian Ackley finds Martinez, sends the left foot. Troy Cole unable to come up with it. Paul Nicholson, the safety valve at midfield, will send one in looking for Martinez. And now it's Anunga. It looks like right now Wilmington each player looking to try to do it himself instead of using each other's teammates in the form here to put one in the back of the net.
flag comes up and will be whistled Ackley for offsides, and certainly no detriment for. And I don't know why Goodwin he's complaining that he's not able to play quickly. He's running to the ball. Maybe he wants more for his team, but certainly a situation, Goodwin looking like they're down 3-1 in that situation. Take some air out of it, slow down. I don't know what the hurry up is for.
Good job by the Frager to backtrack. Will Heaney will send a ball towards a Louisville City player as Louisville City now takes over possession. And no rush here with the two-goal cushion, but they'll continue to play down the side. All headed away by Troy Cole. Ackley comes down, sets himself, reverses, looking for Martinez. Both players whiff. And Basagog they look like Basagog touched that ball last, but the line judge here awarded the ball to Louisville City. It'll be Brian Burke to number 8, Juan Guzman. Guzman and Rasmussen with a little combo. Rasmussen will give it a run, but it's to Frager taking over for Wilmington. So Louisville City down here in their 1970s retro bus. Look like they may be leaving the Port City this evening with 3 points in the result. Still time to go here if Wilmington can find something and some confidence in the next couple of minutes. But Louisville City has been in control here in this final period of action, following their equalizing goal in the final seconds of that first half. Really took the wind out of the sail of Wilmington, and the Hammerheads just seemed never to be able to regain that composure that they showed in the early stages of tonight's match.
Yeah, that's certainly what you want to do, get back in the game, is get one right before the half, and certainly not give up one if you're the Wilmington side. But if these points stay true tonight for Louisville, it will actually move them up into the second place, at least for a night. Charleston and Rochester will be facing tomorrow, and that's, again, those are your top two teams are in the table playing tomorrow. But for the short time, it looks as if Louisville will pick up their 5th win and move into second place of the Eastern Conference in only their first year in the USL, and they're up against the ranks up top with Rochester and Richmond and Charleston Battery, and certainly veterans of the league, of the United Soccer Leagues.
Will Heaney will step in front there. Will take over, leaving for DeFrager. DeFrager will play with the right foot, but out of play as the fan whiffs on the ball there. (3-1) in favor of Louisville City FC, approaching the 80th minute of action. A lot of the hopes tonight for Wilmington kind of took a gut punch there in the 45th minute of action and in stoppage time. Was never able to regain some of that momentum, with 2 quick goals here in the second half being the difference.
And the Wilmington Hammerheads have another birthday in the house tonight.
As Matt Fondy is offsides, as after receiving a shove there from Nicholson. You just got to think there's a lot of frustration on the pitch right now for the Hammerheads. To their own doing, with a couple of set pieces, leaving guys unmarked, and that's kind of been their Achilles heel when allowing goals this year. Not too many goals have been scored in inaction. Most of their goals allowed have come off of these services and just missing out on some of their response.
Really, it's been on the opposite end, but when your offense isn't scoring goals, it comes back and it's hard to defend for the duration or the most of the game, and you hate it for the defenders that have worked hard in Troy Cole and Fran Martinez and certainly Campbell, and again he taking Campbell taking an early exit, and hopefully he's not out for very long, but you can't blame it all on them. You certainly need some pressure and some help from up top in the offensive side of things to alleviate some of the pressure and put some goals in the back of the net themselves.
Fondy will be on the run again, this time Rawls able to come out of frame to take possession as Brian Anunga. Now it's to Troy Cole. Will Heaney will play to Paul Nicholson here on the near side, approaching midfield. Nicholson looking for a runner. It's Ackley. Ackley will touch to Christian Bassagog. Bassagog unable, as the Louisville City defense able to pinch in on the Cameroonian. And now it's DeFrager with a move, and the left foot saved by Goodwin. DeFrager able to put one on frame there.
Wilmington has had their chances to get in behind the defense, and that's about the 4th time that the first touch has been way too heavy. And I say heavy meaning strong and out in front of the front runner, and you hate to see that. They've had the opportunity to get in from behind, keep the ball close to be able to get a shot off, but it's been about 3 or 4 times that first touch, and we saw that in the first 2 minutes of the game tonight with Justin Moose getting in, that first touch just absolutely kills the forward and their attempt to have one on frame.
And you would think with their struggles, of course, that they have that in the back of their mind, that they want to put that ball in the back of the net so badly that, like you mentioned, that first touch just comes off a little too heavy for themselves and they're unable to recover. As Bassagog dribbles through a couple of defenders, and Jane, head down, puts that pass on the ball, and just nobody was there, right to a defender for Louisville. It's a time where he thought he had some more pressure on him. I think he could have kept his vision up a little bit better, and he could have maybe took a few more touches before he released that ball.
Yeah, it was a crafty sequence of maneuvers to get out of trouble there by Bassagog there, and I've been a big fan of him since he's been here. He's come on the moment that he's come on the pitch. He's been quick. He's been dangerous. I really think he's been stuck on this left side here. You almost want to see he's fast enough, he's crafty enough, put some pressure up. I've said it a couple times, and again, I'm not at training and I'm not on the coaching staff, but I'd love to see Bassagog up top just once in the central position so he can can do some damage left or right up top and put some pressure on the back line of these teams.
Well, we've definitely seen some offensive presence tonight for Wilmington. It's unable to finish off this clock off here in the final minutes of this match. Ackley comes up a little dangerous there. And it looks like we'll have a free kick coming up and a substitution as James O'Connor, the head coach for Louisville City, in the ear of the fourth official at midfield, wanted that substitute to come in. We finally get that final sub in for Louisville City. Approaching the 86th minute of action right now as Nicholson will continue to give it a run. Fondy has to be up for player of the match tonight. Has been relentless on the attack, even with the 3-1 cushion here. It's Fondy on the end line, and we'll have a goal kick. Well played by Fran Martinez. As Wilmington has exhausted all of their substitutions tonight. Couple of injuries. Andre Campbell, of course, goes down. We'll want to keep an eye on him as we head through the week of training leading up to the match at Pittsburgh. And now some pushing and shoving towards midfield.
There's certainly some frustration on the side of the Wilmington Hammerheads there, and Ackley involved, and referee calling him over to talk with him. I didn't quite see what was going on, but he's pulling
Ackley out of the bunch, and Ackley will receive a caution along with
players.
The player from Louisville.
Yeah, Sean Reynolds, number 15 jersey for Louisville. Both of them in the altercation with each other, a little gabbing going on, but both players settled down there by our center referee Russell Davis. So both of those players in the books.
Now it's Heaney taking over for Sonny Jane. Jane will play to the far side to Frager and Jane in a little mix, and Jane goes down hard. And Russell Davis is now going to pull out another official, another card it looks, or possibly a warning.
Yeah,
that'll be number 8, Juan Guzman.
Yeah, that was, a hard tackle there. He's getting certainly booking, and he's lucky to. It looked a little high. He's honestly, I know he was probably gasping a little bit, thinking, "Uh-oh, my night might be done," and next week as well. So I think he's lucky there. Certainly not needed this time with a 3-1 lead. Here's a good shot of the replay there. Yeah, two-footed. He's lucky to be in this match right now, honestly.
It'll be Will Heaney with the left foot. And Heaney will send a low one to DeFrager. DeFrager over to Sonny Jane. Jane can't get in there. Looks like well guarded by Louisville. Now it's DeFrager off the header. Nobody there. No handball called. Cleared out by Louisville City. As Nicholson regains possession. It's Fran Martinez, but the offside flag is up as several Wilmington attackers were past the back line.
Yeah, Tom Parrott doing a good job. Coming all the way from the right back position to have an attempt of header on frame there, and well defended by Louisville. I would imagine we'll see about 3 minutes of extra time here added on.
Sonny Jane will take over midfield. And a good job by Louisville City just to play with the advantage here. Some quick goals to start the second half. Really deflated this Wilmington side, who had life. It's Ackley on the bicycle, just misses wide left. Good opportunity there.
That's actually Will Heaney.
Excuse me.
Sorry, partner. They look alike there, and Heaney doing a good job. He's a young man. He hasn't gotten a lot of time this year. He's worked hard. He does have a tremendous nose for scoring goals, and has scored some good ones this year, and certainly in the colors for the Hammerheads over his couple years here with the side. So a good attempt there, and it's tough coming on to play when perhaps the game's out of reach, or you don't know that you only have 20-some minutes to perform. So good to see him being able to get a shot off.
Brian Anunga to Sonny Jane, back to Will Heaney. Heaney to Fran Martinez. Martinez with the left-footed boot. That'll find Brian Ackley. Some pushing and shoving there. Well defended. Heaney will stop the clear attempt. As the time now being kept on the pitch by head official Russell Davis. They slide one over to Christian Basagog. Basagog send it right off a Louisville defender. And Nunga comes up a little hobbly there. As things continue to push forward for Louisville. It's number 11, Nail McCabe. McCabe has no problem taking this all the way to the end. Nicholson will have to race back for the Hammerheads.
Miscommunication there with Andre Rawls and Fran Martinez. You can hear keep, and Martinez just, in efforts trying to get the ball up farther, and should have let his goalkeeper take it there, and just kind of the story of the night. And sometimes things continue to stay bad, and when you think they can't get any worse, they stay right where they are.
Yeah, we'll say for the Wilmington side, came out with confidence tonight. Had some great scoring chances throughout the course of the evening. Unable to connect, or able to connect on just one of those attempts, of course, on the penalty kick from Brian Ackley in the 25th minute. Gave the home side a lead, but 3 unanswered goals by Louisville City within a span of about 25 minutes, including with that halftime break sandwiched in between. That was the difference. And it'll be Matt Fondy. Out of play. We'll keep an eye on Russell Davis, who checks his watch.
Yeah, I think
to signal the final whistle. See if Wilmington will get one more crack at finding the back of the net here in stoppage time. Ackley will play, Louisville City will play harmlessly back to their goalkeeper, Scott Goodwin, who is up to task tonight for sure. As now we stretch into 4 minutes of stoppage time. Christian Basagog will push forward. This looks like everyone kind of out of gas for Wilmington.
And fans, we hope you're enjoying your game tonight. A special thank you from all of us here at the Wilmington Hammerheads.
it seems Russell Davis seems to want some more action himself. This is you know, he's staying true to putting the amount of time that he feels was
taken off. As the
taken off.
Frager sent one. It's like a far blast there. Well played by Goodwin on the far side. And we'll have one final corner kick attempt, I'm assuming.
We're at 5 minutes over now, and certainly some goals and a few substitutions and maybe an injury and a booking, but that's about it. I don't know if it warrants 5 minutes.
And the cross looked like it was around the area of Fran Martinez. And we'll continue here. It looks like Goodwin's final goal kick should do it here and wrap it up, put it in the books. It'll be 3 points for Louisville City as they temporarily move up in the standings. The Eastern Conference USL standings, the Hammerheads fall, and the final whistle has now sounded. And it's a final score tonight from Legion Stadium in Wilmington, North Carolina. The Louisville City conglomerate. There may be just a few of them, but they are on their feet following the 3-1 victory in favor of the visitors from Kentucky. 3-1 final score here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Chris, we'll get your final thoughts, I guess, before we say goodnight. Wilmington able to get that first goal. Couple of opportunities throughout the course of that first half. Kudus the wall with a great chance to start the second half. Louisville City responds in a big way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and as I said just a few minutes ago, when it's bad and just doesn't seem to get any better, you want to feel sorry at some point for, you know, it's not as a lack of effort for these Wilmington Hammerheads. You know, they put on, and just the pieces aren't there right now, and so shake it off, have short-term memory, and come back to work and try to salvage something.
Louisville City will now, or they have now, won 5 straight, have picked up 5 straight results, continue to move upwards in the USL Eastern Conference table. Wilmington Hammerheads will go back to the drawing board for another week of training before they hit the road on Saturday, August 1st for a date at Pittsburgh. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight here at Legion Stadium. It's a final score, Louisville City 3, the Wilmington Hammerheads 1. Thanks to our production crew from Turbo Sports Group. For Coach Chris Liebert, I'm Joe Katz, saying good night here from Wilmington, North Carolina, where your final score, Louisville City 3, Wilmington Hammerheads FC 1. Good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week.